Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Chaos or David. Welcome to our start of our Let's Play of Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Now, I've actually been wanted to do this for a couple days now, since I just recently got back into the series, and by God, did I remember having a blast with this game after I got it. I did start getting this game a little after it came out, because I was actually kind of hyped to play this game when I saw the demo and trailers and the demo disc that I got for the PlayStation 2, and this game doesn't fail to amaze me. This game was amazing, and since it's pretty sad that when Naughty Dog didn't have the rights to Crash Bandicoot anymore, they made this game, and it was a pretty good move for them to make this game during the PlayStation 2's life cycle. And if you don't have this game, or for either PS2 or PS3, go get it, because you'll have a blast with this game. Like, if you like Crash Bandicoot, then there's a good chance you'll like this game. And speaking of Crash Bandicoot, before we get into the game, since it is the month of December, I'm going to do this playthrough throughout December. But whenever I get done with my Superstar Saga playthrough, I will do another Crash Bandicoot playthrough. I'm not sure which one it's going to be, but it's going to be one of the PS2/Xbox/GameCube games. It's going to be one of those. I'll just have to decide and see what I decide on whenever we get done with Superstar Saga. So we'll just have to see what happens. Anyway, let's dive right in. First, I want to mess with my options real quick. Let's see. I need to... oh no, I don't need this. I need sound options. I need to lower the sound effects a little bit. Lower it down to 65. Music can stay like that, and the speech. I think that should be good. Let me see. I need to... it doesn't have the option to switch a camera or whatever, but oh well, whatever. And it doesn't have anything about subtitles, but I think you can push a button throughout the cutscene. It'll trigger the subtitles. I'm not sure what it is, but it doesn't really need the subtitles to be enabled because you can hear them pretty clear on what they say. Well, anyway, let's dive right into this sumbitch. Or, excuse me, let me try that again. Let's dive into sumbitch.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Ow! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay, okay. I'm fine. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it, if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Okay, so finally we have control of the game now. I have no idea how long that cutscene was, and I still don't remember to this day. Like 6 or 7 minutes? I don't know. I hope you guys were counting the time for me.
You can't come back through the warp gate until you find all 4 power cells on this island.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest. These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Okay, so like Kira said, these are the precursor orbs, which are some of the collectibles that you can get in this game. And there are 2,000 of these in the entire game, so this game's gonna definitely kill a lot of time collecting all this stuff. So now, before we go any further, I'm gonna go and detail the controls, the basics. Single X is to do of course a regular jump. Excuse me. X twice is a double jump. Circle is a spin kick. And you can also do this move in the air too for a little bit of hang time and aerial attack. Square is a slide punch, And if you press X at the end of the punch, you'll do like an uppercut. And you can also do this while crouching, because the crouch is hold L1 if you press square. Then you can do that move. And also, if you press the X button while you're crouched, you do like a high jump. And another thing is that you can do a dive move if you press the square button while in the air. It's basically like used to bash stuff with a big force. So that's basically the controls of this game. So let's go and advance through.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
Now, another thing about this game is I really don't have any problems with this. I forgot to mention before we started this, there are like a couple challenges that can be kind of annoying, but otherwise, in terms of gameplay, I can't really argue. I can't argue about it. So, anyway, about the power cell, we need 20 of these in order to be able to advance in the next area, like they said before. But there are 101 of these in the entire game, so that's another reason to kill a lot of time trying to collect all of these. And I just love the little poses that Daxter does all the time. They're just hysterical. Okay, so next we got these little boxes right here. These are Scoutfly boxes, and you can bash onto them like that, or you can hit them like this.
Sometimes you'll want to hit things with a greater force. To break one of these boxes, you should jump in the air, and then dive down onto it, hands first.
That is the second way, but like Samo said, it's recommended that you do the dive move to break these. And I just love how that hit detection looks like I don't even hit it, but yet it breaks it anyway. Well, I mean, maybe it just kind of like just barely, you know. But yes, these are the Scoutflies, and there are 7 of these in each of the each area and all throughout the game. So what we gotta do is we gotta collect these 7 Scoutflies.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
And if you find all 7 Scoutflies in an area, the 7th Scoutfly will poop out a power cell. Yuck. But we need to take it anyway.
Wow! That last Scoutfly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
And Geyser Rock here is basically the tutorial level. I forgot to kind of mark that out, and the phone's ringing again. Excuse me. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I had to take that call. But anyway, this is basically the tutorial level. I'm sure you guys are already aware of that by now. So anyway, if you make sure you don't miss these 6 precursor orbs, because I know a lot of people can tend to miss these. I know I would. I missed these quite a couple times. Oh, fuck's sake, Jack, get up there. Jeez.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
And I was so close to touching those spikes right there. And like Samuel said, this is Blue Eco. What that is, makes you run faster, break nearby boxes, activate precursor technology, and also like absorbs nearby collectibles, like precursor orbs, for instance. If you get near them, it'll like come towards you. So, for instance,
notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power. This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
and just like that, we open the door with the very few Blue Eco left we had. But let's get these precursor orbs, and what do we have here?
That's a Blue Eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of Blue Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Ooh, that would be lovely. So yeah, now we can have a Blue Eco for the maximum time. Pretty useful. And behind the door is a power cell.
door to open. With Blue Eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years. Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
And just like he said, if you pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one, it'll increase your health. And Jak has 3 health points in this game, so and it stays like that. So, or 4 if you actually get all 3 of the bars filled up plus the 50 max eco that you can carry. That's basically 4 health points, but I'll get to that whenever we get to that part.
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
And with that, we got all 50 Precursor Orbs in Geyser Rock, and here's the 4th and last Power Cell in Geyser Rock. It's another hysterical Daxter pose. So what we gotta do is activate this little platform. You could jump down and do the aerial spin kick in the air to kind of slow down your fall so you don't take damage or even die. But it's safer to just take the platform. So now we just gotta push the switch, and we can go back to Samos's hut. So we're done here.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jak? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
And that's what makes Samos an hysterical character, because of that yelling that he does. And look what we have here. It is a piranha plant from the Crash Bandicoot series. And I just like how, no matter how close you stand to it, it doesn't even do anything. Hey, buddy. And also you can talk to characters again for missions that they give you to kind of remind you on what you need to do to complete a mission. So, like so.
Some brave adventurers you two are. Back already and without clearing my blocked eco-harvesters. They're on the far side of the beach, boys. Now, get moving!
Once again, he yells at you. That's what makes him hysterical. And another example of a mission, if the camera can fucking turn around. Thank you. Jeez, that stupid hut in the way. Is another mission that is here from Kira. So we can talk to her on what other mission that she has for us.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
And basically, to talk to the characters again for a reminder, it's kind of like getting all the dialogue ends, because most of the dialogue from the characters can be really funny. So I might try to get every bit of a dialogue I can get in this game, so I thought, why not?
I'm sure if you looked inside the Precursor Forbidden Temple, you'll find a way to turn on that capped blue eco vent on Sentinel Beach.
So she tells us to go to the Forbidden Temple. As you see that ring right there, that's where we gotta go. And Samus is telling us to go to the beach, which is that way, to unblock his harvesters. So, with that being said, since we got our little training mission out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and save it right here. Now, first I need to make sure if I can actually mess with my camera. I guess I can't. Wow, ridiculous. But I'm going to go ahead and save it right here so I don't have to deal with all the cutscenes again whenever we load the game back. And this will do it for our first part of our Let's Play of Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this part, and I'll see you guys in the next part. I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy.